Hello, everyone. I'm Katherine Hu, a researcher, writer, director, and producer of investigative documentaries that dig deep into what's really going on in China. You might have seen my film, the first documentary investigating the origin of the virus, tracking down the origin of the Wuhan coronavirus. It got over 100 million views before Facebook's Chinese fact-checkers shut it down. Another one of my major works is The Final War, which uncovered the CCP's 100-year plot to take down America. And yes, I also produced the first documentary exposing how the 2020 US election was manipulated. But that film has since been removed for various reasons. This is the very first video on my new channel, The Final War with Katherine Hu. And today, I'm telling you something the West hasn't realized yet. The Xi Jinping era is over. He's lost control, not just of the military, but also politically, economically, and diplomatically. It's a total collapse of power. This major shift is also why the China-US tariff talks are suddenly changing direction. The CCP's 100-year reign is counting down, a huge reset in China's relationship with the US and the world is just around the corner. So let's get into it. The Xi dynasty has officially collapsed. Based on reliable insider sources, Xi hasn't just lost his grip on the military, he's lost control of the whole regime. Last week, on May 14th, 2025, something historic happened. The CCP held a behind-the-scenes expanded Politburo meeting in Beijing, and it was huge. What's that? It means not just the current Politburo members were there, but nearly every living top elders in the party. Even Hu Jintao, who's been seriously ill and missing from public view for years, showed up and gave a speech. What were they all meeting about? Just one thing: whether to officially remove Xi Jinping from power. The consensus reached at the meeting was clear. At this year's upcoming Fourth Plenum, the entire 7-member standing committee will be reshuffled, and Xi's power will be stripped for good. Meanwhile, key Politburo figures like Zhang Yuxia, He Lifeng, Wang Yi, Ma Xingui, and Yin Li, they've all publicly distanced themselves from Xi. This means that a well-organized but bloodless effort to remove Xi across the military, economic, and diplomatic sectors has already been carried out. The Xi Jinping era is over. Yes, you heard that right. The man who ruled like an emperor and claimed he'd stay in power until 2035. He's now just a puppet. The only thing left is for word of his downfall to ripple across the Belt and Road, the global web he built to spread his influence. And there's more. According to insiders, Xi's wife Peng Liyuan has also been removed from her military role. She broke long-standing CCP rules by stepping into real political and military power. Not long ago, her absence from Xi's official visit to Russia raised widespread speculation. How did she lose it all, step by step? What happens to China in the post-Xi era? Will it double down on communism or finally open the door to democracy? In this channel, I'll be sharing everything I uncover. Breaking updates, deep dive videos, personal analysis, real examples of how the CCP infiltrates and undermines free societies, including the US. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand what's really happening in China and why, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and empower our ongoing efforts to deliver the truth and win the final war together.